Mr. Chambers, I didn't catch your text when you sent it to me. I was in the middle of calling you back up here already. But yeah, that was the question. If a civilian tases you out of a police car, which violation is that?
Oh, not PD rule. You said what you said. You saying what violation is?
Which RP violation, right?
5.3 or 5.4?
5.1.
Okay.
Okay, we're back on track. I was just telling Stella. I mean, it's not. I know these questions are hard. I know they are, but I ask them for a reason, right? Okay, we'll move on to some other stuff. Tell me everything you can explain to me about the green zones and the green zone rules.
The main rule would be that before you tase or shoot, that you must use your macro first. And you only can use tasers and pistols.
Okay. Say if I'm shooting outside of a green zone into the green zone, is that allowed?
No, sir.
Is that allowed for a civilian?
No, sir.
Do
Well,
you?
I mean, it is for. I'm sorry. I When you said you, I was thinking you was referring yourself as somebody else, but you talking about as a police officer. So yeah, it is for us, but not for them.
As long as you're using a pistol or a taser, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If a civilian does it, what RP violation is that?
5.3.
Come on, Chambers. I know you're better than that. I don't want to give you the answer because as soon as I say it, you're gonna go, "Fuck, you're right. I knew that." Again, man, I'll let you look for it. We'll give you a couple of minutes for this one. So all the information that I'm asking you is right at your fingertips, man, and that's the most important part of this. The information is available to you.
Okay, one more time. What was the question?
Which RP violation is it if a civilian is shooting into or in a green zone?
Good night. Or as I said to Caden.
What you said to Caden?
No.
Good night, babe. It's also the same violation that, like when administrators or a helper or whatever, when they're kicking people out of the green zone, it's the same violation as that. It usually comes in pairs.
looking and I don't see anything that say green zone. So the only thing I can think of that it could be without it going in detail would be 5.1.
No, so 5.1 only applies to tasing faction members out of the vehicle for no RP reason. Do me a favor and look up RP 11 real quick.
Okay, I see it now. I was rushing then. That's why I was trying to rush through it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't rush, man. So the reason I'm asking these questions, like I said, these are things that you probably will encounter if you're wearing a suit. Okay, here's another one. If a police officer breaks a one state rule, say say a police officer is speeding, a police officer improperly uses the trade chat, a police officer shoots in a green zone, which PD violation is that?
PD7.
Out fucking standing. Yep, that's exactly correct. If a police officer breaks any of the one state rules, it's PD7. Okay, what is the punishment for that?
One reprimand.
Yep, there we go. So,
and it's something by the state too, right?
so if an administrator decides to impose, whatever RP violation it is, then you'll get whatever that is. I don't know exactly what the state is. It's a jail sentence. But yeah, at the bottom of it, it's a PD7, which is one reprimand.
Okay, got it.
So now the reason I asked this, again as a suit, I don't expect colonels to do it much. Even a 1-star, it's a little far for a 1-star, but the senior ones will be able to do it. So you're going to get situations where these kinds of things come up, and you're going to have to issue that reprimand. You've got to make sure you get it right, because that gets posted to another page that administration can see. So that's why I'm kind of honing in on this.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go back to the green zones again real quick. Can you tell me where all of the green zones are?
The church, the hospital, the PD, and hands.
Okay, and any work zone, right? Like lumber. I want to say there's 5 in total.
How many did I say? 4?
Yep. Yeah, you just missed lumber, but it's any work zone too.
Copy that.
All right, we'll do a couple of hypotheticals real quick now. Say you've got an officer speeding in the garage, or you think they're speeding, right? So you snatch him up. Hey, you need to slow the fuck down in the garage. And he if he tells you I was doing the speed limit, and you know for a fact he was speeding, what do you do? Let me back it up a little bit. Instead of in the garage, he was in the city, right? You catch somebody on a mission patrol and you know they were speeding and they tell you they were doing the speed limit. How do you prove that?
My body better be rolling.
Good answer. That's the only way, right? All we can go off of is what we absolutely know. So when you're issuing some type of discipline, there has to be concrete evidence. I mean, this has to be able to be proven to somebody else.
Right.
Okay, so now that you've caught this individual speeding, they can't give you body cam. How do you address that?
You said an individual was caught speeding and they can't give me body cam.
Right. We'll say it's an officer, a police officer. You caught them speeding. You asked them about it. They said they weren't speeding, and now they don't have any body cam to prove that they were or weren't. What is your next course of action?
I know it's gonna be a reprimand, but I'm trying to think what, because you asking what PD rule, right?
Yep. So now you've got to issue some discipline for this person not having any body cam, right?
Yes, sir.
So which PD violation did they commit, and what do you do for discipline on it?
PD 14, and that would be a warning.
Yeah, I'll go with a PD 14. So there's two that can apply here. PD 14 I think is a little bit of a stretch, but it does fit. And that's say if it's the first time you caught somebody doing it, or if they normally turn their body cam in, and this time they just didn't have it on. So if this person's a repeat offender, say if you look through the body cam page and you don't see any body cam for 2 months, now you know this person's not using their body cam, and you've essentially proven that they don't run their body cam outside. So I think, again, a 14 would be acceptable, but a PD6 I think would be the better answer for it. Now the difference between the two of those is a PD14 is a warning and a PD6 is a reprimand.
Right.
All right. If somebody's back talking you or just being rude to you in general, what do we how do we address that?
There would be a PD 4, and there would be one reprimand.
Yep, outstanding. I think you're getting the hang of this now. Okay. When is it acceptable to do a slash help and call admin?
When you can't control the situation, especially like HP area. When you need help with your vehicle, like if it's stuck somewhere and you can't get out. Honestly, it's the only 2 times I really use them.
Yeah, I mean that's about right. The idea is that you try and role play through it first. So if HP is a mess, you're gonna go through and try and clear it first, right? Drop your little macros, your please leave the area, put your weapons down, blah blah blah. And if they're killing police, you're just being overwhelmed, they're just unruly, then it's acceptable to call admin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how long are breaks?
15 minutes.
Yeah, that's correct. How long do you have to wait to go back to the scene if you died there? Let me rephrase that. If you die in an area, how long do you have to wait before you can go back to that area?
The same time, 15 minutes. Cool down.
What do you do with two officers who are having a dispute? Say they don't like each other, can't work well together for whatever reason, and they're just arguing all the time. How do you address that? They're not necessarily breaking any rules, but they do not work well together.
I think I would have to get both of them apart. Talk to each one of them at a time, but also make sure that as I'm talking to each one of them, that my body cam is on and that I have another officer with me, just to witness, that we're talking about the situation.
Yep, we've also got this fantastic department that Stella started, the HR department. They're always welcome to take their complaints, in that direction.
Right, I was thinking about that also.
Okay, do you know the chain of command or the rank structure here in the police department? Can you explain it? We'll go from the top all the way down to the major generals. I don't expect you to name all the major generals, but everybody above that.
It would be chief, then the DFGs, um, then I think it's the lieutenant general. Or something else. I think it's the lieutenant general, and then the major general. I think I'm off from that area.
Yeah, you're missing the 3 stars, the colonel generals.
Oh yeah, the CGs. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Do you know who they are? Just the CGs. There's only 2 of them.
Uh, John Duke's one of them, right?
Nope. John Duke is a major general. So the reason I'm asking you this is because I want you to know what the path to success is. If there's something that comes up that you cannot handle, or if it's just a major issue, you've got to know where to take it. Everything doesn't go straight to the chief. So there's a a path that you take there, and that is the chain of command.
Okay, now I think about it when you said that. I know one is Dipset, but I can't think about who the other one is.
She is standing right in front of you.
Oh man, yeah, that's right. She got promoted. See, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Stella. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel the love. I feel so special right now.
I forgot. You did get promoted. I did. Yeah, I seen that, and I did comment on that too. I just forgot it. Yeah, that's right.
So if I'm not mistaken, just Stella's lieutenant general is Jimmy, and Dipset's lieutenant general is Mike Lowry. So those are 2 stars, right? You're not going to go straight to the top. You, as a 1 star, will go to a 2 star if there's an issue. And you only need to go to one. You don't have to hit them both up. It kind of causes a little bit of confusion. If that 2 star can't handle it, they'll go up to their 3 star. If the 3 star can't handle it, it'll go to a DFG. By the time it lands on a DFG's desk, there's usually a decision made, right? Either we are going to fire this individual, or we're going to cycle them back through and try and train them to be better. So again, by the time it goes that high, that's why it's so important that the major generals know how to handle these situations.
Right, I understand. Cause I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you already looked, but my XP points are like way over what I need, and that was because I was telling Jimmy and a couple other ones like, and Marco, I was like, I don't even want to I don't even want the suit. I don't want the suit. Then I was just thinking about it, just seeing people promoting, going up and everything, and I was like, you know what, forget it. Maybe I try it out. And so yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, man. I'm not real concerned with your medals. If you got the medals, that's a requirement. But there's also another requirement. I mean, you've got to know what that position is, and the reason for that being is once you've got a suit, the kitty gloves come off. If I have to reprimand one of the generals, I'm not playing games. I expect you to already know these rules. If I catch a major general screwing up, man, I'm going to assume that he knew what he was doing before he screwed up. So there's no warning shots. There's no taking it easy on this person, And that's, I just want to make sure if you're looking into stepping into that position that you're set up for success. I'm not doing you any favors if I just promote you and I think you're not ready for it. I'm not saying that's the case right now. I'm just letting you know why this test is so hard.
No. I definitely understand.
What you want, Jimmy?
I have a question just quick about something. Give me a sec.
You're good. Do you want me to come out there for it?
No. It's just Eddie sending me another video that just happened, another incident with Top Gunner. So I'm waiting for the video. I already know. I know you did a PD5 on that video, and when I see it, a PD5, and there's something shooting a civilian with no macros, and the civilian didn't have no weapon, something like that. I know there's PD5, but there's another one.
Hey Jimmy, I'm not trying to be rude, man, but can you come back when you do have that video? We're trying to do an interview right now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was going to be a quicker question than that, Master. My bad.
No, you're good. But that's actually it worked out. That's a really good example of kind of what we expect, right? When these complaints come in, this is a PD5, this is a PD whatever, because it makes our life so much easier.
Understandable.
Okay, I believe that's all the questions I have. Do you have anything for him, Stella?
Sorry, I'm getting like 40 messages from Patrick while I was on freaking private. Not really. Like I said, haven't had the opportunity to sit down and student interviews yet, so I was enjoying listening to your kind of questions you gave.
Okay. So, hey, and with that, man, the department is essentially broke up. You have the police department as a whole, then you have two different divisions. You have training and recruiting, and then you've got field operations. So, training and recruiting is everything that these officers learn, and field operations is everything that happens outside of the PD walls, right? After all the learning is done. So, just so you're aware of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think I'm done with the interview. I haven't quite made a decision yet. Let me go ahead and mull that over. To be honest with you, man, I'm probably gonna rewatch this interview, and we will let you know. I'm gonna send it up to Jimmy, or not Jimmy, but Marco as well, since he is the TRD DFG.
Okay.
In the meantime, I would strongly, strongly suggest that you read the roles and responsibilities of a major general. They are in one of the threads in Discord. I was pretty disappointed when you came in and you told me you didn't know what it was. It's it's not a lot, but I think it's very important that you do know what it is.
Understood.
Okay, yeah, that's all I got, man. Like I said, I'll rewatch this and get with Stella here, and I think we'll make a decision.
Okay.
Cool. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your time.